Hey, I'm Hal from the Sheffield United way. Going to preview Dem Blades against Tottenham. It's been a pretty good season so far for United, and I think we will get promotion to the Premier League, a league that not many Sheffield United fans are fond of. It was circus, and we all hate VAR because it's not great for some of the smaller clubs and doesn't ever really seem to help us. I can, in fact, think of a great example against Tottenham when we scored a perfectly good goal, which would have beaten Spurs at whatever Tottenham's stadium is called. But John Lundstrom's toe was apparently offside. However, that's completely irrelevant because Eric Dyer, I think it was, actually got the ball back for Spurs, second phase of play, swung in from the left-hand side, totally different player, and then David McGoldrick scored. But it was disallowed for Lundstrom on the right 2 phases earlier. Absolute nonsense, and I will probably never let that go because, hey, that's not football. Not why we got into it. It's rubbish. If you can't celebrate goals, there's really no point because there aren't that many things that happen in football. It's kind of all about the goals. What else do I want to talk about? I mean, the cup run so far this season, it's just been a distraction. It's not really something we wanted. We need to get promotion. That has to be the aim. We should have gone up last season. So, this is like an extra season. We have to go up this season. Financially, we will be in trouble if we don't. So a cup run after the Wrexham replay really hurt our league form. So this is one of those kind of distractions. I'm sure Tottenham kind of feel the same way. It's sad that that's the case because the FA Cup is the greatest cup competition in the world. I think realistically, when you've just got one season where you really need to go up, and it really does have to be this season, we maybe didn't need it quite so much, but we've got it, and if you get this far, 5th round, you might as well try and go and actually win the thing. And Sheffield United, not bad at getting to semi-finals. A final would be nice. Final would be nice in my life. What have I made of Spurs this season? I've got no idea. I don't watch the Premier League unless Sheffield United are in it, so can't say much about that. Spurs players I worry about: Les Ferdinand, Teddy Sheringham, David Ginola, Steve Carr, woof. Now Harry Kane, obviously, probably the best striker, so the English striker that is in the Premier League. He's the most. The thing I like about Kane is he will take a shot earlier than you think he's going to take it, and sometimes from further out than you think he's going to take it. But he can kind of do it all. I love Harry Kane. I think he's absolutely fantastic, and Tottenham fans being able to watch him week in, week out, I'm very, very jealous. Best memory from a Sheffield United Spurs game, certainly not the one I mentioned earlier. I would probably say, beating Spurs in the kind of COVID season, wasn't great because we weren't there. Sander Berge had a magnificent game at Bramall Lane in that victory, but because we weren't there, it's slightly tainted. I do remember a pretty decent game in the 06-07 season at Bramall Lane when we played really, really well. I remember my dad, there was a Tottenham fan sitting in the home end next to us, and my dad was all up in his face after Jermaine Genius had scored, and then we went and did the business at the other end. But not as many memories as I'd like. With any Sheffield United players getting to Tottenham starting 11, I know Ahmed Hodzic is a very good player. He's got Premier League quality. You could definitely look at him. Iliman Ndiaye would probably push as well. Really, really good player. If you're wondering who Spurs fans should look out for, it depends what you want to look for. If you want to look for industrious effort, Ben Osborne, if he's playing. If you want to look for quality, Iliman Ndiaye, Skilly Man Ndiaye. If you want to look for something a little bit different up top, Ollie McBurney. And I love what he does. I love his all-round game. Really good with his feet as well. Sort of surprising for some people. I think we'll play a slightly different 11. I don't think it'll be necessarily all the first choice. We will play that sort of 3-5-2, but sometimes it's kind of maybe 2 players supporting 1 or 1 player just behind 2 at the top end of the pitch. We shall see. No one can predict a Paul Heckingbottom 11, and I certainly won't attempt to try. Score predictions, don't like doing score predictions. Not my thing at all, not my vibe. And I'm really bad at them as well. But, if we score first, it probably just means that we score first, because I do think Tottenham will probably have too much for the Blades in this one. I really wish that wasn't the case. The crowd will have a huge impact if we get behind the boys. Let's say, best we can hope for, 2-1 Blades.